So I've been on showings this week. I've talked to a lot of new buyers who are entering the market, and the biggest question of the day when I talk to people that are looking to buy or aren't looking to buy in the next year or two is, how do I plan for the next 6 months? What are we seeing as the professionals in the market upcoming from October to like February? What is our game plan, and how are we advising our clients?
So we've definitely seen lower interest rates from the beginning of this year to now. They obviously are not quite as low as we were all hoping that they would go. Some of the predictions were, I think, a little bit lofty of a goal, but the average historical rate from the 80s until now is actually right around 8%. So we're typically in the mid sixes lately, depending on credit score, depending on sales price and down payment, that kind of thing. But so we're definitely very in line with what the average historical rate has been. And it also does have an effect on, you know, if offers are being accepted and things like that, based on what you guys are seeing as far as competition in the market. So what are you seeing, Maisie? Are you seeing that competition is ramping back up with interest rates kind of steadying out or being a little bit lower than we were earlier this year?
So there's always going to be a hot house in every price point. There's going to be the best conditioned house in the 200s. There's going to be a best conditioned house in anywhere from like 130 to 180. And obviously those houses are going to have competition. And those are the houses that those price points want, right? Those are the top houses in the market. They are in the best condition, etc. So those will always have competition. But overall, when you're looking cyclically from about end of October until like end of January, that's kind of cyclically when our market kind of slows down. People are focusing on their families, they're focusing on the holidays, they're focusing on the fact that, you know, it might be 45 degrees outside, so your showings might look a little different. You might not be able to go after work on 5 o'clock because it might be getting dark out and you won't be able to see the outside of the house. Obviously, snow also hides, you know, where rain is going. So when everything's frozen, you're not going to see some of that going on. So some people kind of hold off in that time frame, which, you know, leads to less competition in the market, leads to, hey, if you're selling your house during Christmas, chances are you really want to sell. So you're going to be more workable with a buyer. Mm-hmm. That's not in every case. Every person, every seller is different. Another thing to take into account is we are in an election year. So not to get too political, but there are some people who are saying, hey, we're just going to wait and see what happens. We're going to wait and see what policies get enacted. If they are, you know, more geared towards, you know, helping the markets go in a different direction, or if they're more geared towards helping people, you know, just, and I know the Fed looks at this when they create their rates, what is the inflation across the board? You know, is it going to cost a family of five $20,000 to celebrate Christmas this year? And I think the best thing to tell our clients overall too is, don't get crazy on Christmas. Do the things that are important. Spend time with your family. But getting yourself in debt to have a very capitalistic holiday, and I know you tell people this a lot, like, don't buy your wife a car for Christmas if you want to buy a house next year, you know, those things. So that's what I'm seeing.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.